Hi, everybody. My name is Rita Crompton. I am President and CEO of Archimedes Offspring. And we have had a great week in Utah and a lot of fun talking to this Washington, D.C. group, the Inventors Network of the Capital Area, INCA, as they all refer to it. It's always fun when technology actually works and I can be anywhere at any time based on which button I click. But tonight we're going to talk about mind to market. And what I've learned over the last week is for a lot of inventors, that is just the key. I talked to so many of you this week who say, I'm at this point, but I can't get any further without help. I have filed patents and I can't afford the functioning prototypes. I've got the rough prototypes, but I can't afford the next stage. I can't afford this and I can't do that. Archimedes Offspring is here to mentor you and to get you through those early stages, to get you from that aha moment, that mind phase when you've come up with a solution to a problem, to marketing. And I talked to a couple of gentlemen the last couple of days that said, you know, they've had some great aha moments and they don't have a clue on how to get it to market. And I also had confirmation on the fact that getting to market is the hardest part. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It really doesn't. If you can't get someone to give you their money, it doesn't count. So when we talk about getting from mind to market, we really truly are talking about mentoring you through those different phases. You know, sometimes the hardest thing to hear is you shouldn't do this. Keep your day job. This isn't going to happen. It's been done a dozen different times. It's never been able to get the consumer's attention enough to pay for it. And a lot of times it's the price points. All right, when you go out the door, you think, this is a really cool gadget. Sometimes it is a really cool gadget, but if you can make it at the price the consumer is willing to pay for it, it doesn't matter how cool it is, right? Until we can get someone to pay for it, everything is for nothing. And so our job is to find out what is that sweet spot. Is there a market for it? And then what is that price point? And then being able to design the manufacturing to hit that price point. And that is really the critical thing that we're working on. We talked to last night. We talked at a meeting in Layton, Utah, about how important it is that you get from sexy design, which is where you're getting people to say, oh, that's a cool idea, to the point of the manufacturer's design. And sometimes that can really take some exercise. Sometimes you have to completely change the basic elements of the design, not the patent. Your patent should be broad enough to cover simple changes. The patent, the utility patent, covers the use of it, all right, how it's being implemented. Not exactly, you know, this thing is this many inches long or millimeters long, or it turns this way instead of, you know, right to left, left to right, top to bottom, bottom to top. Those things should not be specified in the patent. And if your patent attorney did that, find a new one. Call me, ask me. All right. It should be broad enough to say, when you say it's like this, but not limited to, something like, but not limited to, it's made out of something like, but not limited to. Those are the words the registered patent attorneys are trained to use. And if you get a registered, I've got a lady in Virginia who's got a really cool concept. And the turkey who did the patent for her did a design patent, and that she might as well have flushed it down the toilet. Stupid, stupid, stupid. You know, I can't be more straightforward with you than that. If you're saying, oh, I've only got this much money to spend, and the attorney says, well, let's do a design patent, walk away. Another guy, cool design, cool product. Definitely could see some uses for it. Design patent. But it doesn't matter if it's a triangle or a rectangle, he's toast. It's that simple. So again, understand the options, understand the parameters, and for goodness sakes, don't take a stupid shortcut just to save a few bucks. This is when you go through the vetting process for Archimedes Offspring. We look at being able to file the best intellectual property you can. And if we tell you, you know what, you are limited to just doing this type of patent. We make different business decisions. Sometimes we tell you, you know what, don't do this. Move on to your next idea. There are times when a design patent is good. All right, it's a good choice. And that means that if it was shaped any other way, it wouldn't function the same way. I've had inventors do design patents very successfully, and we have licensed them. But when the design is not the function, you have a problem. All right. So when we're looking at getting from mind to market, we are helping you monitor. Archimedes Offspring is there to help you. It's there to mentor you. It's part of receiving the funds that we help walk you through the right steps. So one of the things we're going to do is when you're saying, okay, I want to use this registered patent attorney, but they recommended we do this, and we're saying, I don't think so. Find a different one. Use one of ours. Let's talk to this person. Why is he saying that? There may be a good reason. There may not be a good reason. There's a lot of big firms that just want to get rid of the independent inventor. So they'll file anything they can to get rid of you. That's not the way we want to work. So when you go through the vetting process and you're talking to me about what are the next steps, and I'm going to say, all right, well, we've taken a look now at the search you had done. We've looked at the patentability opinion. Let's get, this attorney to take now these pieces and craft for us a provisional patent application, right? He's paying attention to what you need. He's paying attention to Archimedes Offspring. He knows what the goal is. It makes a difference. He's not trying to get rid of you. He's not trying to appease you and then send you a darn invoice. I hate that, but it happens, and it happens on a regular basis. So what we want is a registered patent attorney who's really focused on your needs. He's focused on not even as much your needs, but the needs of the product, the needs of what we're trying to accomplish, and be able to get it out there so that we've got now something that we can really work with. Now we can go to the engineer and say, okay, Mr. Engineer, we need a prototype that's going to do these things. Here's the parameters. Here's what the registered patent attorney suggested. There are times when something is so unique that we have got the engineer and the patent attorney talking to each other, all right, and going back and forth on what is going to be the best design, and we want to make sure that the patent covers it. That's teamwork. That is when everybody is looking to make the best thing possible. And I've talked about this before. We had a gentleman in New York brought us a terrible patent and a terrible prototype. It was going to be too expensive for the marketplace, and the patent allowed no flexibility. We redid it. We got the engineer and the attorney talking to each other, came up with a better design. It would meet the right price point, and now we're off to the races. Mind to market. We help inventors get from here to there, and we do it step by step. So if you've got questions, you've got concerns, you need help with the funding, Archimedes Offspring, there's your tool. There's where you can find the answers. So my name is Rita Crompton. I am the president and CEO of Archimedes Offspring, and we are here to help you. We are here to help you get from mind to market, get your product from here to there successfully. And I will talk to you on Friday.